Hi, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be sharing my 4-year journey with the dishwasher. When I was considering buying one, I had so many unanswered questions since I didn't know anything about it at first. I thought it would be helpful to address those questions in this video so it can benefit others who are searching for answers just like I was. Let's start it. The very first question that came to my mind while exploring dishwasher was, does it clean well than manual washing or suits for Indian kitchen, as Indian cuisine consists of masalas, oil and tough stains. Also, I had some trust issues on the dishwasher videos, like heavily stained dishes comes out of the machine spotlessly clean. I used to wonder how is that possible by a machine. Then I started to explore and read articles about its working and cleaning performance. I got my answers and decided to buy one. And trust me, till today I did not regret for that. Worth buying, and if you are planning to get one without any second thought, go for it. About the cleaning, it cleans all the hard to reach corners and grooves of the utensils than manual washing. I noticed some stains on the nooks of the tea filter and gravy spoons even after a proper manual washing. But the dishwasher reaches to all nooks and corners of the utensils and comes out like new one. The only thing required from our side is to properly load the machine. Overloading or improper arrangement can reduce cleaning efficiency. It is such a delight to see sanitized, dry and sparkling dishes without much work. In fact, myself surprised after seeing the tea filter and milk pan, which has tough stain to clean. And the next common question is, should I rinse and load it? And the simple answer is no. Do I pre-wash the clothes before loading into the washing machine? Like that, dishwasher is made in such a way to handle the rinsing, cleaning and drying. So it does not need any manual pre-rinsing before loading into the machine. The only thing required is to scrape off the food waste from the plate or from the pan. This helps to keep the filter clog free and you don't need to do anything more than that, and the dishes comes out spotlessly clean in an hour. Tough and burnt stains need some manual scrubbing for the spotless output. I give a scrub to the rice cooker leg. If it is really dried out and then I load it into the machine, it does not come out clean. So I give a quick scrub to this. Similarly, I give a scrub to the milk pan or kadai if there is any burnt stain on the bottom or sides to get a spotless clean. The days when there is no burnt stain, I scrape off the food residue and load it as it is. Though 1 or 2 dishes per load needs a quick scrubbing, it's a jaw-dropping moment when you see the dishes comes out of the machine sparkling and clean. Before the dishwasher, I manually clean the dishes and wipe them well before placing it inside. At that time, the water was extremely hot. So if I keep it to air dry, salt deposit on the dishes, which I absolutely hate to see it on my dishes. For me, my dishes should be sparkling like new one. I used to spend 20 to 30 minutes to wash and wipe the clean dishes after every meal. When wiping the dishes to dry, I used to think like if I had a machine to do this job, I can save some time on this never-ending chore. And yes, this machine satisfies all these criteria. Especially the days I make idli and the real task comes after that. I find it so annoying to clean, though idli simplifies the breakfast chore. Now I just scrape off all the food particles and load it into the machine and it comes out spotlessly clean without much muscle power. It is super helpful, especially during the sick days, and within 5 minutes I can load a sink full of dishes into the machine rather than spending 15 to 20 minutes in manual cleaning. And on cold winter days, the water will be very chill. Those days when I don't feel like washing the dishes on the cold water, this machine comes as a lifesaver. Yes, this made washing easy. And when it is doing its job, I can concentrate on some other chores around the home, or I can get some time to relax from the kitchen time. Why did I opt for machine instead of house help? First thing is human help is restricted. They will come in the morning and does all the cleaning, and after the dinner either I should clean or I should leave the soiled dishes on the sink overnight. Personally, I don't like to leave the soiled dishes overnight. With this machine I can clean dishes irrespective of number of times the sink gets full. Secondly, when hosting the guests, 3 to 4 wash cycle dishes will be there during this time. But this machine simplifies my kitchen time without compromising the washing quality. And the third point is, if you are concerned about hygiene and want to avoid washing delicate crockery by human hands, this dishwasher excels in both areas. It ensures thorough sanitation with high temperature cycles that effectively eliminate germs while also providing precise care for your fragile items, preventing any risk of breakage or damage. Arranging the dishes are time consuming. Before buying the dishwasher, I thought instead of spending this much time on arranging the dishes, like it should be arranged properly for spotless cleaning, I should have washed it by hands by then. Of course, people watching from the other side feels like this. In fact, my mom also said this after watching me loading the machine. You know what? Over a period of time, I became expert in this task, and now I can load a sink full of dishes in 2 to 3 minutes, as you can see the time on this clock. Almost all the dishwasher can accommodate all sizes of Indian kitchen cookware like pressure cooker, saucepan and fry pan used in the family. I load all the big and heavily soiled cookware on the bottom rack with plates and lids. Top rack I load coffee mugs, ladles, small bowls, tea strainer, lunch box and spoon on the spoon holder. I load the machine twice in a day, like after lunch I load all the breakfast and lunch utensils, and after finishing the dinner I load the second cycle with all the dinner utensils and lunch boxes. We are family of 3 and I usually cook all 3 meals at home. It takes 15 to 20 minutes to manually wash the dishes and another 10 minutes to dry them after every meal. In contrast, with the dishwasher, it takes 3 to 5 minutes to load and 3 to 5 minutes to unload. 30 minutes to 1.5 hours to complete the wash depending on the wash cycle. While the dishwasher takes time to clean, it only requires 5 to 10 minutes of my time to load and unload compared to the 30 minutes I spend cleaning manually after every meal. For those of us who handle all household chores and have small kids at home, dishwasher is a lifesaver. That 20 to 25 minutes saved after every meal every day is a huge advantage. White spots on the dishes. Like most people on the first day of using a dishwasher, I found myself pacing back and forth, eagerly checking to see how much longer the cycle would take. When I finally opened the machine, I was disappointed to find some salt deposit on the utensils. I had always imagined that when I opened the dishwasher, I would see sparkle clean dishes, like new one. The feeling was something I could not quite put it into words. After reading a few articles, I learned that water hardness could be one of the causes for this issue. I realized that the hardness level needed to be adjusted on the dishwasher based on the water quality in my area. I took some water on a cup and dipped the hardness measuring strip into the water, and based on the color code given in the instruction manual, I changed the hardness number on the machine. To access the program menu, I switch on the machine while holding down both Eco and Start buttons. This will take you to the settings menu. H is water hardness adjustment. H0 represents water softening is off for very soft water. H01 to H07 or higher is the increasing levels of water softening depending on how hard your water is. D is water softness settings. D0 represents water softener is turned off for areas with very soft water that don't need salt. D1 is lowest water softness setting for slightly hot water. R is rinside dosage level. This setting controls how much rinside is dispensed during the wash cycle to improve drying and prevent water spots on dishes. Initially, I thought the problem was with the machine itself, but after consulting the dishwasher manual and setting the hardness level correctly, everything fell into place. Now, my dishwasher is my reliable companion in the kitchen, and I can count on it for perfectly clean dishes every time. Does it suitable for all type of utensils? The answer is no. When I decided to buy a dishwasher, I gradually replaced most of my cookware with stainless steel, glass, and ceramic dishes. This made it much easier to use the dishwasher, as nearly 98% of my dishes are now dishwasher safe. Everything goes into the machine, while only a few items like plastic lids, pressure cooker gasket, cast iron pans, and clay pots require manual cleaning. Although stainless steel is generally dishwasher safe, certain pressure cookers are not always ideal for the machine. The handle of some pressure cooker can trap water, and the safety valve and the lid may wear out quickly due to the higher temperature of a dishwasher wash. That's why it's important to check the manufacturer's instructions before placing any pressure cooker in the dishwasher. Some pressure cookers are designed to withstand the dishwasher's heat and pressure, so it's essential to follow the guidelines to prevent damage. In addition to washing the dishes, I use dishwasher to clean a variety of household items like stubborn stains and turmeric jars come out spotless after a cycle in the dishwasher. Similarly, oil containers, which can be difficult to clean due to a grease buildup, comes out clean without much muscle power. Items like spoon holders, sink strainers, and silicone brush are also easily cleaned in the dishwasher. Even planters, which can gather dirt and residue, get a thorough cleaning when placed in the dishwasher, making this appliance a hidden gem for many cleaning tasks beyond its traditional use. On the first day of using the dishwasher, after loading the dishes, the question popped into my mind is how much detergent to use and which cycle to choose. On days when I have only a half sink of utensils, I go for the half load setting with either the eco or auto cycle, depending on how soiled the dishes are. I typically use 1 teaspoon of detergent for this load. When the load semi-fills both the top and bottom rack, I choose the auto cycle and use 1.5 teaspoons of detergent to ensure a thorough clean. For heavily soiled items like a greasy pan or a teapot, I switch to the intense kadai mode and use 2 teaspoons of detergent to tackle the extra grease and residue effectively. On days with lightly soiled dishes, I prefer the eco mode and use 1.5 teaspoons of detergent as it is energy efficient, still cleans well. It's also important to note that hardness of water can significantly impact how well the detergent works. In areas with hard water, the minerals can bind with the detergent, reducing its effectiveness. In this case, I find that I need to use a bit more detergent to achieve the same cleaning results. On the other hand, with soft or high quality water, the detergent dissolves and works more efficiently, so less detergent is needed. I prefer detergent powder over detergent pots because I can adjust the amount of detergent based on the load size and the level of stains, whereas with pots the amount cannot be changed. An undisturbed space with a water inlet, outlet, and power supply is required for convenient operation. If the location is near the sink, that's ideal as it makes loading easier. Additionally, plan for storage space near the machine to store detergent, rinside, and salt. This makes it more convenient to access these items when needed to run the dishwasher. You will need 3 items for the cleaning: dishwasher detergent, rinside, and salt. Detergent helps to clean the dishes effectively, while rinside reduces water spots and improves drying performance, especially in hard water areas. Rinside is added to a separate compartment in the dishwasher. You need to fill the rinside when the indicator light turns on or when you notice that your dishes are coming out with water spots, streaks, or not drying properly. Salt helps to soften hard water, improving dish cleaning performance, preventing limescale buildup, and extending the life of the appliance. It is added to a special compartment under the bottom of the dishwasher. You may need to refill the salt every month or when the indicator shows that the salt level is low. When it comes to maintenance, the dishwasher requires some monthly care. For efficient operation, the filter should be cleaned regularly depending on how soiled the dishes are. The spray arms are also can be cleaned monthly. And over time, mineral deposits from hot water may accumulate on the door. Spraying vinegar and wiping it with a clean cloth will help resolve this issue. All the modern dishwasher comes with auto resume feature if the wash cycle is interrupted due to power failure. This ensures that the cycle continues from where it left off, avoiding the need to restart the wash cycle from the beginning. It also has child lock, which prevents children accidentally opening the dishwasher door during a cycle or changing that setting, which can be dangerous due to hot water or steam. The door is designed in such a way it needs an adult's pull to open it. Price of this machine depends on brand and size and costs around 30,000 to 60,000. In a long run, dishwasher outperform in comparison to manual help. If you are paying 1,500 to 2,000 rupees for manual cleaning, the cost can be recovered in around 6 years considering detergent and power cost for a higher end machine with an average machine life of 10 to 12 years with proper care and maintenance. Energy consumption by the machine per cycle is 1.02 to 1.35 kilowatt hour depending on the cycle. Running cost for electricity comes around 400 to 525 rupees per month for 2 loads per day. Electricity amount varies based on location and price per unit. Finally, it's all about convenient and makes life easy. And that's bring us to the end of this video. I hope I have been able to clear up some questions you had about buying the dishwasher. If you still have any doubt, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. If you like the content, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and see you on next video.